Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Took my love and gave it back. It's yours to leave, but it won't keep me from this hard time. And I'll try to carry on again, but I never really knew that it was over.
All right. Whoa, where'd that come from? Hello.
Request taxi to active for close traffic with information hotel.
We're not supposed to hear him. We can fix that.
Runway 26 left via Sierra at Whiskey Beach, Limazou, Sierra Alpha Papa.
Hold that thought. I got this.
Beach Baron 58.
Known bug, very rare. It happens. You? Okay, we turned it off now. Hey, there we go. We're off to a fantastic start already. So before I even fired up the stream, uh-oh. Hang on a second here. I need to kill this for a moment. Kill you, and then move you over there, like so. And then bring you back to you. All right. Before I even fired up the stream, I was messing with X-Plane, and it crashed. Like, it was just sitting here on the ground, and it crashed. That didn't bode well. And then we fired up X-Plane, and suddenly, while I was getting all prepped for the stream and whatnot, my left monitor, okay, started doing all sorts of weird things. Like, I couldn't grab windows or anything. It just was hosed. But thankfully, my main monitor worked just fine. So we fixed that. Let's see here. Then the whole thing with the PilotEdges just kind of, like, wasn't happy there because I was tuned into a frequency where I was hearing somebody else. Yeah, we're off to a good start today. Very good start. I have super high hopes for our stream tonight. Living Food, Mr. SciTech, Mr. Keith Smith himself, Stealth Bobber, ISO McTig, John Fly, Stealth Bobber, good to see you guys. Mr. Chevy, good to see you as always. Nick, good to see you as well. Welcome aboard, gentlemen. I saw Matt PilotEdge in here. I think he's from the IRC channel. Micro314, good to see you, man. You are a new face. Broadcast, good to see you. Shock Gaming, welcome aboard as well. You're a new face. Definitely got some new face. This may contain nuts, welcome aboard. Scania, welcome aboard. Divalus and Flasha, good to see you guys all today. And we'll see who else. Yeah, this is the first time streaming, guys. I hope I do okay. I'm really, really nervous. Nah, it's cool. Every fix from the JAR A320 is flyover, and it bugs me. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a problem with this plane. It happens. I'm also noticing that in the beta version of the plane, we no longer have textures on. Oh, there they are. Okay, never mind. I turned the textures off somehow. Okay, we got the textures back. Or I should say reflections and whatnot. So anyway, it's good to see you guys. Happy Friday. Welcome aboard. We're doing 2 flights tonight. First one's going to be Las Vegas down. Dinner's fighting back already. First flight tonight's going to be Las Vegas down to Burbank. Second flight will be Burbank back to Las Vegas. I just wanted to do some nice simple flights this evening. I wasn't really feeling like thinking too much, and I just kind of wanted to sit back, enjoy the airliners, and take it nice and easy. So that's going to be the evening. But I'm super excited for this. I've had a interesting week. It's been a good week. My wife and I went and saw the Boston Symphony Orchestra last night. We brought the KLAS. And that was awesome, by the way. If you find yourself in Boston, I highly recommend going and seeing the orchestra. I love it. I absolutely loved it. Good time. But while I sit here and blab, I'm also going to go ahead and get this plane in a state for which we can use it. Go there, go there, you go there. This is the beta version, beta 3, I think is what I'm running. The JARDesign A320. Beautiful little plane that I know and love very much. Excited about this beta, excited about the sound pack that's going to be coming up here pretty soon too. But as a result, I need to go through and do a whole lot of configuration stuff, so we'll do that while the FMS is, or while the IRSs are aligning. So KLAS to KBUR. I don't think I need to walk through what we're doing here. If you guys don't know what's going on, say something and we'll talk about it. Otherwise, we're just going to kind of blow through all this stuff. Sound volume, definitely got to change that. Engines internal need to be around 20. Engines external need to be around 10. Probably change that more later. First officer definitely got to come down. He talks way too much. We'll leave the master volume at 80 for the time being. Explain sounds can stay on. Great there. Tips good. Show prof. I don't know what that even is. Not worried about that. Don't care about. Yeah, see, I don't care about that either. Okay, great. All right, that's oh, that's a page 2. Camera shake is off. Normal map is on. We want the dark cockpit, man. I think the dark cockpit looks way better than the light cockpit. It always bugs me when I see people using the light cockpit. Mr. John Kraus, man, good to see you. Simply Bacon, good to see you as well. Welcome aboard, gentlemen. Drew Box, please walk me through this. Yeah, okay. We'll talk about it a little bit as we go, but we went ahead and flipped on our IRSs. We made the entire overhead panel as white as it's going to be. Not quite as white as a white supremacist rally, but we're getting there. We fired up the IRS alignment. We're going to go ahead and plug in all of our shiz here. So we'll do a cost in 65 is actually quite high for this particular plane. So we'll do a cost index of 25. We're going to be flying at 24,000 feet, so 240. And normally you want to call up clearance, get your clearance and all that stuff, and I guess that's what we'll do. I generally wouldn't do that on this particular route because I know that my clearance is going to be okay. Or my route's going to be okay. But since we are on the ground here in Vegas, we reference the handy-dandy Las Vegas terminal chart, which happens to be over here in the other monitor. We can see clearance delivery is at 118.0. We'll give them a call. 118.0. For those of you that are new, we're flying tonight's flight on the PilotEdge network, so we'll have ATC coverage from the beginning all the way to the end of the flight, in between, and then the flight back as well. It's a good time. Nobody's talking. It's usually when I take the opportunity to have a nice cocktail while I wait for people to finish talking, but it's all me. So tonight we are Excel 285. We're going to be IFR to Burbank. Las Vegas clearance, Excel 285, IFR to Burbank. Am I being kept in suspense?
Excel 285, Northwest clearance cleared at Burbank Bob Hope Airport on departure. Fly the Birch 6 departure Hector transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 125.02, squawk 2521.
Clear to the Burbank Airport, departure, Boat 6 departure, then a Hector transition that is filed. Climb via the SID, departure 125.02, squawk 2521, Excel 285.
Excel 285, be back correct.
Alright, exactly as we expected. So, I'm going to hear the FMC. Let's go ahead, while we're at it, call in the fuel of the load truck, put you away, and we will go and see what is the weather. Winds are currently 0605, gust 20. I have no idea what runway we'd use. Probably 25 still. myflatroute.com. ATIS player. KLAS. What do we got here?
18,000. Few clouds at 25,000. Temperature 33. Check density altitude. 2.4. Altimeter
Still hot.
3003. Visual approach runway 19er left 19er right 25 left in use.
Oh, 25 left, okay.
Runway 19er left. 19er right. 25 right. Read back all runway assignments. And
Great,
hold
all
short
right.
instructions.
That's what we were hoping for.
All VFR departures. Contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type, initial heading, and requested cruise altitude. Operate transponder with mode C
Yep,
on
I
all
got that. I
taxiways
just want to
and
know what
runways.
code it is.
Advise on initial contact you have Bravo.
Bravo.
McCarran International Airport information.
All right, that's good there. So, we're going to be taking off 25 right, departing 25 right on the boat 6. Hector transition, insert that. Coming into Burbank. One can only assume on runway 19er, or 15. We'll punch the ILS for runway 8, but we'll see what they give us as we get closer. Be the Lynx 8 and be a Van Nuys. Sure, why not? Hector transition, insert. Great. Let's check on that flight plan real quick. Put you on plan.
Runway 26 left. Clear
Zoom that sucker out a little bit. And we're just going to flip through this real quick and make sure everything looks peachy. Everything looks peachy. Great. Okay. So, back down here in it. What do we got here? We got, hello, Mr. Peter, Mr. Phil White, Alpha 12-12-5. Good to see you guys. Welcome aboard. Met 747. Good to see you as well. Welcome aboard. We got all sorts of people now. Good to see you all tonight. Hello from England. Hello from Boston. It's raining out. Oh, looks like England. Raining and kind of chilly. Not a particularly fantastic evening. Let's see. We got well, we need more than 45 people. No, we do 45. So we'll do 12 in the first class. And let's say 40. Let's be optimistic here and say we'll have 55 by the time we take off, or 50, at least 52. And whole lot of rubber dog shit. Whole lot of rubber dog shit. Balance that sucker towards the back. There we go. All right. Those are the numbers that we'll go with. Back to the init page. Go to the right here. 0 fuel weight. Block weight. We have more fuel than we need. Bring ourselves down to about an hour extra fuel, so 5 tons. Defuel the plane. Get rid of E. Fuel truck can go away. Hop over to the perf tab. V1 126. V-rotate 131. V2 146. Transition altitude is going to be 18,000 feet. Las Vegas is 2,181 feet, so we'll say at 4,200 feet. 4,200 feet. Our thrust reduction and engine out, our acceleration altitude will be 4,200. Engine out acceleration will also be 4,200. Put that there. Good there, good there. Flaps, we're going to go flaps 2 slash
Excel 877.
DN
IFR to John.
0.5. Flex that to 60. Whoops, we're not going to go 65. We'll flex it to 45.
Excel 877 Las Vegas clearance.
And that's good there. So that's perf tab. Init tab, perf tab's all set up. We got the flight plan set up. We are good on the NCDU. Take the load out of there. That. We'll move back to the overhead panel here. We'll turn on the APU.
Excel 877, back correct.
We will go ahead and get some floodlights on this beach. We are now got to set up our squawk, and we got to set up our glare shield. So the squawk's 2521 25. Whoops, damn it.
Jet 777 Tango, John Wing clearance on request.
2521. Take that over to Charlie. Oh, 2521. 25. Damn it. 2521. The initial altitude is climb via SID. So if we take a look at the SID. Top altitude on the SID is flight level 190, so that's the altitude that we'll punch in. We'll actually brief the SID here in a second. But 190. And we do not need to worry about speed or heading because we're going to be in managed mode. The altimeter here is 3003. Put you over to meters of mercury, or inches of mercury. And 3003 there. Glare shield is now set up correctly. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the rest of my panel. I think we're good. I think we got a good aircraft here. What do you guys think? Mr. Norbert! Good to see you, man. No school tomorrow because it's Saturday. I don't have to work tomorrow either, which is great.
729 Palms Airport.
Oh my god, that guy has a call sign that's really similar to the one I normally use. Norbert, this is the first flight, yes. Bracken 150. IXEG will be released when it's released. I have no idea. Hopefully soon.
Squawk 6412.
Learjet 77 Tango is cleared to 29
All right.
palms. Muscle departure, thermal
Peter has to work tomorrow. Well, I'm sorry, Peter.
On departure, climb and take.
I have the day
5000
off.
Expect 11,000
Aha.
10 minutes after departure.
TTG Rival asks, how do you
27
install the
by
beta for the
cruise walk,
A320?
6412.
Go to JARDesign.org, go to the forums, and you can download it there.
Bridge 77, take back correct.
All right. Let's get some frequencies tuned in here, and then we'll brief our departure. So ground is going to be 121.1. 21.1 right there. And tower is going to be 119.9er. 119.9er, like so. So we got ground, we got tower, we're good there. Good there. Let's talk about this departure. We're going to be on the Boach 6 departure. We're expecting runway 25 right for a departure runway. 25 right is going to have us flying a 255 heading until 2,681 feet, and then direct to the R Bell intersection. Upon reaching R Bell, we make a left turn to 186, or we make a left turn to Roper. Roper, we have to cross between 4,800 and 7,000 feet. This is actually something we'll have to take into consideration because there's a good chance we'll be in a position to blow that. After that comes Rod, and then Boach, and then off to Hector. We'll be climbing up to flight level 190 on our departure. And yeah, that's the departure. Not really much to it. We're flying an RNAV departure, flying in an RNAV plane, so we'll pretty much be on managed autopilot mode the whole time. Give me all sorts of time to talk. I'll go refill my drink, because that's probably going to have to happen. We're currently here at Delta Gates. We're expecting to push back. Meet up over here at, I think spot 5 is what's right here. They'll probably give us a left onto Charlie all the way down to 25 right for the departure. Our departure time is 26 after the hour, so we got 8 minutes to kill. I don't know if I can kill 8 minutes. I might just end up going. Yeah, alright. What do we got here? Beverage of choice today. Beverage of choice today is a Petite Syrah 2013 vintage. It's the wife and I's homemade wine that we have. We have tons of it right now. So that's, if you see me drinking wine, that's probably what it is. And I'll be drinking that for quite some time, probably close to a year that we'll be working on that particular vintage. Any new cockpit detail 2.5? I don't think so. Is 2.5 R1 now the latest version? Am I an entire version behind? I downloaded this thing a couple of days ago. And I downloaded beta 3. Yeah, beta 3 is still the latest version. I don't know that JAR really does release candidates. Watching my first ever YouTube video tutorial in the 732. Nope. Awesome, dude. Glad to hear that it helped you. We've definitely done better videos since then. I don't know that I've really done better videos in the 732, but we've done better stuff. I'm behind. Whatever. I'm running 2.5 beta 3. I have to assume that it's basically the most up-to-date thing. And if it's not, I honestly don't care. So we're sitting here on the ground in Las Vegas. Have our... Oh, you know what? We turned our APU on. We can get our APU bleed going. We'll get us some overhead stuff. And with that, we can also turn off our... Actually, let's go and make sure that the APU is giving us juice. So... Electrics. That's wheel. That's not electrics. Electrics. APU generator is giving us juice. Great. Back to the overhead panel. We can turn off the... Not the APU, but we can turn off the external power. And then we can tell them to take away the external power. Bye-bye, external power. Alright. They're good there. Let's call our pushback truck. We don't need frame rate. Pushback truck. Call you. Hook you up. It's a bit of a large pushback truck for this plane, but we're going to go with it. 2.5 R2 was it? Oh, okay. Well, we'll go check it out later then. I'm not running R2, or R1. 64 bits on the panel. There's a file in your jar folder. It's called plate. Modify that. Alright. Lock that sucker.
Wayne, ground. Charlie Fox, Mike Zulu, for the V3, currently on the ground at John Way.
Turn the sound up here just a little bit more.
Charlie
Page
Golf,
one.
Mike, John Wayne.
Sound.
Grounds. Make your request for the clearance delivery.
Okay, we'll make our request to
I
clearance.
should have copied all those settings too, but I forgot to. All right, disengage park brake. We're going to push back, nose to the left. Oh god, I definitely turned him down.
Learjet 777 Tango is at Atlantic Aviation. Request taxi with the numbers.
All right, pushing back. And we'll go ahead and start the engines up. Move the igniter over to engine start. We will turn on the beacon. Check the overhead panel. Let's make sure... Oh, seatbelts can come on too. Check the overhead panel. Make sure the fuel pumps are on, which they are.
Learjet 777 Tango.
Turn the flight attendant down a touch.
Runway 20 right, taxi the Alpha.
And we'll go ahead and start engine number 2.
Starting engine 2.
20 right via Alpha Lima 77 Tango.
Moving on in 2. Engine temperature.
At this time, we request that all mobile phones, pagers, radios, and remote control toys be turned off for the full duration of the flight. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is prohibited on the entire aircraft, including the lavatories. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited by law. If you have
Hawthorne Tower, November 986 Echo Mike.
please don't hesitate to ask one of our
Renata 86 Echo Mike Hawthorne Tower, go ahead.
We're about 2 to your south. We're unable to get the Hawthorne radio. Can you open our flight
All
plan
right.
for us up to Van Nuys?
Engine 2's up and running and good. Get engine number 1 going.
Number 6 Echo Mike, that would be a request. Are you looking for a pickup IFR or just you look for VFR flight following?
I was just going to open the, I don't know if you guys do you need to open the flight plan on here to get it recorded, or it's always on?
Number 6 Echo Mike, if you've submitted a flight plan before you started your flight, then yes, it's already open and on the record.
Break on.
Okay, roger that. Thanks for help today. 6 Echo Mike. And we're going to be, for information, we're going to be taking the VFR CIFRA route across Los Angeles. 6 Echo Mike.
All right, flaps to 2.
6 Echo Mike,
two.
thank you. And Hawthorne
And...
is 2985.
Spoilers armed.
2985.
Spoilers.
Thanks. Okay.
Good there, good there. We need the auto brake to max. Brake fan can come on. Taxi light can come on, like so. That overhead panel, APU can come off. APU can now come off. That's good. Overhead panel looks fantastic, except for the fact that there's no light. That we can fix, though. Do a flight control check here. Rudder's good. Full left's good. Full right's good. Full back is good. Full forward is good. We pushed at about 24 after the hour. Great, we're only 2 minutes early. Alright, let's get out of here. Ourselves on the taxi line, get ourselves next to spot 5. Hopefully nobody else is out here. There's another Excel guy. Oh, right there. Las Vegas ground, Excel 285, spot 5 with Bravo.
Excel 285, Las Vegas grounds, Roy 25 right, taxi Charlie.
Runway 25 right via Charlie, Excel 285. Alright, here we go. I mean, here we go for taxi. We're not actually leaving yet. That'd be awkward. Gino 763, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Mr. Uberbot, good to see you as well. What's up, Ice? Good to see you, man.
John Wayne, Charlie Fox, Mike Zulu. Flight plan for the V3 test.
Toga set right here on the taxiway. Toga, Toga. No, that'd be a very poor idea. Have some company traffic here behind us.
Roy Charlie Golf Mike Zulu, John Wayne clearance, we can accommodate your V3 confirm flight following.
Find the nice, lovely 732. He could either be a He could be a 732, or he could just be a 737.
Very hard to hear you. I'm just not exactly sure where the volume is specifically for you for the PilotEdge.
Mr. Bo Andre, Mr. Andre, sorry. Good to see you, man. I'm doing great, buddy.
No worries.
Oh, sorry, dude. I missed you then. Hello. I'm doing pretty good. It's been a good week. Like I said earlier,
So
wife and I
late
went to the
77 Las Vegas
Boston
ground
Symphony
22
Orchestra
flight
last
right
night.
taxi to
Had a
Charlie will be
fantastically good time.
following A320.
And yeah, just general been chilling this week.
Charlie and behind the 320.
Axel 877, how do you hear me?
5x5.
Thank you.
Whoever is behind, I can't think of the guy's name that's behind me. I don't want to say the wrong name, but actually I'm just gonna check who's behind me, because I know who it is. I'm pulling a brain fart. Ben's watching the stream too. Hi Ben, good to see you, buddy.
John Wayne Tower, Lidger.
Al smoking tea.
777
We're using Icy Spurbank.
Is ready on Lima, short of 220 left. For
Togo and
20
taxiway
right.
standard. Yeah,
Reject
for Ryanair. Also for
777,
Southwest.
Tower, cross runway 20 left, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff, wind 230.
We saw. Let's talk about that when we get in the air. There was a pianist that was doing. It was a pianist that was doing Beethoven that my wife absolutely loved, and I'd have to go dig up. I'd have to go grab my I'd have to go grab my program to see what the other two pieces were. The opening piece was like, it's this like contemporary, super dark, super like moody piece that was amazing. Like, it was such a good piece of music. But yeah, the showcase was the Beethoven piece that was done by a guest pianist. The dude was really good, but I don't know. Like a pianist just going constantly is not necessarily my thing.
Charlie Fox, Mike Zulu. Can we just try that again for the
All right, over to tower, and we'll tune in departure 125.02.
Charlie Golf Mike Zulu, John Wayne clearance. Yes, certainly. How do you hear me now?
Yeah, I think that's much better. Appreciate that. Thanks. Sorry about
Who's taxiing this plane? Why can't he go straight?
No worries, and where you look for flight following? Actually,
Garrett, welcome aboard. Good to see you.
We can approve the V3, but when you call in for a rating, I need you to treat it like you're calling for just a VFR flight. So I'll need all the information.
That's awesome, Peter.
Destination, cruising altitude, if you want flight following, etc.
Okay. Well, I did actually.
All right.
Create a flight planner.
Bring our strobes on, bring our landing lights on, nose lights come on, runway turn off lights come on.
For the
overhead panels good.
In my arrival airport.
Las Vegas Tower XL 285, holding short 25 right.
XL 285 Las Vegas Tower, wind variable 3425 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25 right, XL 285. All right, we got our lights all set. Let's walk in Charlie. Runway's clear left. And clear to the right. Oops, we can turn ignition off. Everything else looks good though.
Las Vegas Tower, good afternoon, XL 877 in sequence 25 right.
I love hearing myself. All right, here we go.
XL 877 Las Vegas Tower, runway 25 right, line
Flex 45, power set.
On from right. On from wait, 25 right.
Charlie Golf Mike Zulu, on departure flight heading 230, maintain VFR at or below 2,400 till advised. Departure frequency 127.2, squawk 4322.
Positive climb.
Charlie Fox, Mike Zulu on departure 230.
Alright, positive rate gears coming up.
Out of the road 2400. Frequency is 127.2 and 4322 for the transponder code. Mike Zulu.
Charlie Golf Mike Zulu, read back correct.
All right, we got to stay below 7,000 feet until we cross Roper. That we got to keep in mind. There's acceleration. Come back to climb. Nose are down. Let the speed come up. We'll set a rate of climb at 1,200 feet per minute. Gauge the autopilot there.
Check. Speed check.
Flaps 1 can come up. When we turn off lights, nose wheel, or the landing or taxi lights can come off.
Sorry, contact Las Vegas departure.
Over to Vegas departure, XL 285.
Van Nuys Tower.
There's our slat speed.
Speed check.
7 to the
Flaps 0.
south. Negative 8 is do you have the weather out there?
2502. Make sure we are in managed mode there. Las Vegas departure, XL 285, 5,600, boat 6.
Cell 285, Las Vegas departure, radar contact.
Hey, it's Peter. Alright. Sound. Turn the engines down just a touch there. Keep an eye on the speed. Keep an eye on the altitude. We may very well bust our or have to level off here in a second. There's the speed. Go to manage mode on the climb. That'll keep us at 250.
We're 777 Tango, clear direct normal VOR, resume on navigation.
There's the plane leveling off at 7,000 feet for us. There's me just knocking things around on my desk. Got to turn the chronometer on because that's what I always do that. We'll start it just a couple minutes late. It's not a big deal, really. Disarm the spoilers, disarm the brake fans. Quick after takeoff, flaps are up, gear is up, no green. Ground spoilers disarmed, brake fans disarmed, the lights are set. Fuse off. We good? We good. Here we go with this torture. Getting to hear yourself. That's right. Sorry, Matt the Minion. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. The man wastes no time. We're going to do another flight, though, tonight, so you'll get to see another takeoff. All right, there's Roper, and there we go up, up, up to flight level 190.
Las Vegas Tower, XL 877, lined up 25 rights.
Sally 7, you're on departure.
Negative 877 on the ground.
Sally 7, no, my point is you're on the departure frequency contact tower.
Oops. What am I going to do when I reach 1,500 followers? The exact same thing I did when I reached 1,400. Thank everybody who joins. Say hello to everybody that I can. All right, there's 10,000 feet. Let's keep ourselves going just so we can continue climbing and accelerate. Turn our landing lights off. And all we're doing is monitoring. I can't do a 24-hour stream, dude. I can barely do a 2-hour stream. I won't even be able to form sentences by the time I'm finished with this tonight. Alright, go there. Back to manage mode. Continue the climb. Now we just watch. Plane. Watching the world go by. My favorite part of the flight. Sitting back and just staring at the wings. Staring at the plane. Watching the world go by. Billy CRNA. Good to see you, welcome aboard. Longest flight you did was Miami to Seattle. Yeah, I haven't done anything. I don't think I've done anything quite that long. This particular plane, I think I've done Atlanta to San Diego. The longest flight that I've ever done in flight sim in general has been Anchorage to Boston. I did that in the 777. I took off before work and basically flew it.
Contact Los Angeles Center 126.35.
126.35, XL 285. 26. 285. So yeah, I was working from home, and I started the flight up almost as soon as I got out of bed, and then just banged it all the way across North America. It's a fun little flight to do. Nice to check in on it once in a while, see how I was doing, and then go back to work. Los Angeles Center, Excel 285, 16,000, Boach 6.
Okay, 3 aircraft there. Excel 285, Los Angeles Center, climbing to Excel 230.
Flight level 230, Excel 285.
Excel 877, SoCal departure, radar contact, climbing in flight level 190.
230.
Tango, are you requesting higher?
And we're coming up on standard altitude.
Standard Barrow cross-check. Passing flight level
Tango, climbing in
169.
13,000 for now. Contact Los Angeles Center 125.65 and let them know what altitude you're looking for. Excel 877, fly heading 170, going McCarran for departure, resume on navigation.
Alright. This is the downside to not being able to do flybys and only flyovers, is that you end up coming way out on some of these flight paths.
17 Tango, Los Angeles.
Definitely apparent when you look at it on the PilotEdge map.
Cruising altitude now.
We're chilling though. Hope you guys are doing good. I think I've said that like 3 or 4 times already. Fully loaded the Tampa to Vegas flight. Tampa's rainy, full tank, spring. Yeah, dude, that would have sucked. Tampa's got some pretty good sized runways though, so that helps you out.
Yeah,
I'm super looking forward to the PilotEdge expansion. Mentioned it a few times. 200.
Right back down.
Bring the volume down here just a touch. Yeah, looking forward to the PilotEdge expansion because we'll be able to stretch our legs and do some nice long flights. I'm not sure how many of those nice long flights we'll stream, but you'll be able to get 2-3 hour flights in at least. Exterminator, good to see you, man. Hawk Unleashed, good to see you as well. J10GB, welcome aboard. Good to see all you guys tonight. That's good, Exterm. Did they fix the flyover logic in the A330? I don't think they did. I think that I don't think you're allowed. I still don't think it's capable of doing. I still don't think it's capable of doing flybys, but I could be wrong. I honestly never noticed. Ha, gas junkie. Good to know, man.
Excel 289, contact Los Angeles Center 133.55.
133.55, Excel 285.
Last aircraft, you sort of cut out halfway through, I think.
When is the expansion going live? John, it's going to happen whenever... I think Keith is waiting on some data from the FAA still.
4657, so call approach ready. You can expect it. You're looking for the full approach or vectors.
Marlos, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Los Angeles Center, Excel 285, flight level 230. Gonna give me higher to 240. Only if he hears me. Awesome, Chevy. Congratulations. Turns too early.
Excel 285, didn't hear you. It's actually not certificated. Not climbing in level 240.
Level 240, Excel 285. 240, open climb, up we go. Supposedly,
contact Los Angeles Center 126.35.
Go to sound, turn weather down a touch here. Oh, there you go. That does help. Thanks for the tip, buddy. Whoever told me about the weather sounds. Donner, Biber, hello, ho. Good to see you, bro. Alright, there's 240. We probably couldn't have got a little bit higher, but it doesn't really matter on this particular flight. We'll stretch our legs and get all the way up in the 3-0s on the way back.
Cell 630, SoCal departure, or Las Vegas departure, radar contact, climb takeoff level 190, fly heading 170. So, actually, you just heard that, climb maintain flight level 190 for now.
So for those of you that are new to the channel, we're flying on the PilotEdge network, pilotedge.net. That's going to give us full ATC coverage from clearance all the way to park. You'll hear me using the call sign Excel. I'm flying for a virtual airline that's based here on the network.
Fly heading 090,
flying on the, like I said, flying on the, flying for the ATP experience, call sign Excel, which is a virtual airline operated here on the PilotEdge network. We do flights in and out of Las Vegas. And are set up in such a way that all of our flights either come in or depart at about the same time. So this other Excel guy that's right behind me, with any luck, he's going to be coming back into Las Vegas about the same time that I do. And if there are any other Excel guys out there, we might get lucky enough to have some more traffic coming back in. Might get lucky to have some more traffic coming back into Vegas with us too. But it's a good amount of fun. Definitely have a good time flying on the network, especially with this airline or with this VA. Haven't done it as much lately as I'd like to, but life's been busy. But yeah, we have a livery and all that other good stuff. I think Marcus Becker put these liveries together. Look real nice. But I fly the A320 with them, the 737-200, and I think those are the only two that we fly. There's some FSX guys that fly the 73, that fly the that fly the NGX, and then some folks even all the way back to FS90 or FS2004 that are flying a I think a 707 or 717. 717 I think is the one. So it's a good time. We have fun. FSX speed parators used to wait until a certain distance from the GPS to go direct to the next waypoint. Ew. That's a bummer. Yeah, I've been using payware pretty much as long as I've been flight simming. I think the first month or two that I did flight simming, I didn't have any payware, and then as I kind of started researching more and finding more stuff, I realized, like everybody else, quite quickly that if you really want to have a good experience here, you got to start paying for planes and whatnot. So definitely pay for a lot of spend way too much money on planes, money here on PilotEdge and all that good stuff. But it's a good good hobby. Custom 717, thanks Peter. I think you did some, you helped out a little bit on that, Peter, if I recall. Heinz 787 was the first payware plane. Now that's quite the, that's definitely quite the plane. I've seen a few people streaming the Heinz 787, oddly, or funny enough. Like there's a couple of people that really seem to enjoy it, and I hear it was, from what I understand, it was kind of the hotness back in the day. But I have not had a chance to, fly it yet. It's not probably the kind of plane I'm going to enjoy. Call it a hunch.
Cell 630, contact Los Angeles Center 124.85.
Alright, so if we start thinking about the arrival here, pull this over here while we got some downtime. We're going to be on the Lynx 8 arrival coming into Burbank Airport. Coming in on the Hector transition, we can expect, usually we'll get 14,000 at, usually we'll get 14,000 here at Copal. So we'll plan for that, and I'll punch out of my FMC here, or my MCDU in just a moment. At some point, like oftentimes we'll get
contact Los Angeles Center 133.55.
We'll oftentimes get another restriction at Janney, and I've even had restrictions at Lynx. But we'll expect restrictions for sure at Koppel and Janney, and then usually we'll get vectored off here. The conditions at John Wayne or Burbank tonight, I should say, are quite clear. 10 mile visibility, clear skies. So like, there's nothing to worry about in terms of like actually getting to the airfield. Probably going to ask for the 4-stacks visual though, if we get a chance to. I like the 4-stacks visual. So that's that. Let's come down to the MCDU. Go to flight plan. Fire up. What did I say here? Janny. Plan Janny at 14,000. Not an actual constraint given to us yet, but one that's expected. That'll help us to have a better idea when our top of descent is. Or no, we want Copal at 14,000. Shit. Clear that one. Back to the flight plan. Copal at 14,000. There we go. That's going to give us an updated top of descent.
285, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
125.27, Excel 285. 25, 27. Los Angeles Center, Excel 285, flight level 240.
Excel 285, Los Center cross couple and maintain 14,000, Palm Bay altimeter 3005.
Couple at and maintain 14,000 and 05 on the altimeter, Excel 287 or 285. Wow, this plane really shot past that Hector VOR. Go down to 14,000. We can double check our math. We can see that we are 60 miles from Koppel. This thing wants us to start down about 35 miles from Koppel, thereabouts. So we expect it to take about 30 miles to go down 10,000 feet. Math checks out. $4,000.
Cell 630, contact Los Angeles Center 133.55.
The Police Gamer 1, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Unsmart co-pilot Challenger 300. Try the config file. I have not tried to use the Challenger 300 config file. No. I know Bellins and some other, a couple of his friends attempted to do shared cockpit with the 300, but I'm not sure how well or how poorly it went. What's up? Huh?
Cell 630. Cell 877.
Big Bears, welcome aboard. Good to see you. I've only been yelled at one time for having the plane kind of bang out and do its thing, and that's because the controller perceived me as flying directly into some oncoming traffic. So there's only been one time when I've had an issue with it, and that was actually when I was doing a direct-to maneuver, and that was like not even turning on course. Happy Pilot 1, good to see you, welcome aboard. I really enjoy the Challenger 300. I fly it with XFMC. I have some fun with it, that's for sure. Got 20 miles top of descent. Start down at just a couple more miles here. Exactly what Uberbot just said. Or, yeah. You definitely do not want to do a direct to for any sort of significant amount of turn on this plane. Otherwise, yeah, you may receive the ire of some controllers.
For 4657, contact Palomar Tower, good day.
All right, we'll go ahead and start ourselves down. Put yourself. Start descent in manage mode. Now I'm gonna manage the speed myself.
Should I go for Mike Zulu?
We didn't exactly get high enough. We didn't exactly get high enough for us to really need to use managed descent mode, so we'll descend normally. What livery am I using? I'm using the ATP Experience livery. A VA that I fly here on the PilotEdge network. Kalindis, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Hello.
Cell 877, descend and maintain level 240.
Alright. Let us grab Burbank weather, because we should be able to.
All VFR departures, contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type, initial heading, and requested cruise altitude. Advise on initial contact you have Juliet.
Juliet.
Burbank Airport information Juliet. 2153 Zulu. Wind 150 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 2000. Temperature 39er. 2.7. Altimeter 2987. Visual approach runway 8 in use. 4 stacks visual approach runway 15 in use. Departing runway 15. 8. Read back all runway.
Okay, so what do we have? We got information Juliet, winds 1506, 10-mile visibility, 39...
Flight 77
39 or
contact Los
34
Angeles,
Celsius?
126.35.
I don't know. Mid-3s Celsius. Altimeter 2987, and the visual for runway 8 and the 4 stacks runway 15 are also in use. I have my doubts this is actually picking up the right VNAV profile.
First 77 Tango, Water 29 Palms Airport, currently 11 o'clock.
I have serious doubts this is actually picking up the VNAV profile, so I'm going to open descend it there. We have 20 miles to get down 8,000 feet. That's going to be pushing it.
77 Tango cleared, visual approach 29 Palms Airport. No traffic reserved between you and the airport. Radar services terminated. Port IFR cancellation.
Traffic.
Frequency change to advisory approved.
Yeah, the VNAV profile seems to be not happy with me. And maybe it's because I left managed speed mode, but that shouldn't actually matter.
Donna and maintain 1313,000.
Dive. Oh, Celindus. We've been over this before, haven't we? Celindus, we're going to have this discussion like every time you join.
Contact also approach 126.1.
126.1, Excel 285. 26.1. Special approach, Excel 285, flight level 188 for 14,000 at Koppel.
Oh, 285, also approach Palmdale, altimeter 30.
Oh, motherfucker! Beta products, dude. What did it? That's disappointing. This application has crashed. No reason given. That is seriously disappointing. But, yeah, well, I guess we won't run the beta next time. I'm assuming that was something related to the plane. I mean, it was doing some DSF loads, but I do not know. Anyway, it seems like since 1040 came out, my sim seems to be way less stable than it used to be. But whatever. I guess we'll go jump on the ground at Burbank and just do the return flight. And we'll do it in the non-beta plane. Ah, it's disappointing. Hey, Burr. No. Load up 2. Say 2.3? Oh yeah, it would be 2.3. I don't know what did it. I don't know. I know that like my sim has crashed more times since 1040 came out than it did at all in the 1030s. Like there's a 1042 which is out. Well, I have 1041 right now. Whatever Steam is trying to update me to. Annoying. The reason why I'm on X-Plane is because it's supposed to be the fucking stable sim. If it no longer remains the stable sim, then I have no incentive to stay on this simulator. Anyway, guess we'll plan our flight back. Let's see here. All right. Stay parked there. That's fine.
Park brake off. Park brake on.
On overhead panel. Go ahead and just crank the APU battery. You. Ground power. All right, what are we on? 2.4 beta 4. Okay, so we're back on 2.4 now. I know this is a stable version of this sim or this is a stable version of this airplane. All right, well, that sucked. So I guess we'll start the next one here. 1939. Well, I may as well. Fuck. Yeah, I'll just fly back not as Excel, I guess, because I don't have a flight queued up for this. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for Excel. If I wanted to go now, if I wanted to go in, say 20 minutes, so 16, 15, 15-minute departure window, one flight. Flight's on there. I don't want to leave I just left Las Vegas. I want to go back to Las Vegas. Five-minute window. Next set of departures. Yeah, the next set of departures is one that we were going to be on. Well, we'll just do this and we'll fly it super early. Because I'm not sticking around waiting 40 minutes before I go back. Alright, overhead panel. You there. Having logo lights. No smoking light. Where's the CX arm? KBUR. KLAS. There, align the IRSs. IRSs are not aligning. They should be. Yes, they're aligning. Okay. Doesn't say they're aligning, but rest assured they should. Hopefully they're aligning. Oh. Alright, let's do some flight planning. Tell you. Burbank to Las Vegas. It'll be the Van Nuys 2 Daggett Kepik. We're gonna be Excel 288. Wrap that sucker up. IFR TPX 288 A320 Slant Lima 450 KBUR KLAS. Gonna be we'll be able to make it to 310, 31,000 feet. Van Nuys 2 Daggett Kepik 3. PilotEdge Connect TPX 288. There we go. Mr. F-18, good to see you, man. Ah, Garrett, whatever. Tap before. gotten through it before. We'll get through it again. Not worried about it. Disappointing at best, but hey, them's the ropes. Alright. Assuming we're going to depart runway 15, we'll plan for Van Nuys to Daggett inserts. Flight plan KLAS.
777 Tango IFR candidates received. G'day.
25. Whoops, ILS 25 left. Alright there. Epic 3. Vias. Daggett. Insert. Good there. Alright, check on that flight plan. All that looks good. Fantastic. Bonanza, good to see you, man. We were talking about the concert. No, we didn't talk about the concert, did we? Let me, I'm going to step away for a moment here. I'm going to go refill my drink. And then come back, and we'll finish this flight out. And we'll talk about the concert and whatnot. So, with any luck, this thing won't crash again. I guess we'll wait and see. I flew all day yesterday, had 0 issues, so I have to assume that there's something wrong with the plane. But we'll be right back. I hope you guys stick around. If you're taking off, thanks for joining me. Everybody else, if you stick around, we'll see you in a couple of minutes here.
Charlie 77 cross KO, I'd maintain 8,190 knots. Gonna go Mike Zulu, leaving Los Angeles class Bravo airspace, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved. There you go, Mike, leading contact Santa Monica Tower set request once you're turned back around and descended down for it. KLAS 77 contact Los Angeles, requesting contact SoCal approach 127.2. Flight 77, SoCal approach back to Vissel approach runway 20 right, fly heading 310, descend and maintain 5,000, back to City Airport.
Warbird Hunter, welcome aboard. Watch the first step, it's a doozy! Surprise! Okay, well, let's try this again. Man, I hate it when my sim crashes, especially when it happens here on stream. Maybe it's something about Fridays. Anyway, alright, so we got that. We successfully filed our flight plan. Get this here, pull you, grab, whoops, not you. Pull you up.
Flight 77 is on Wayne Airport, 9 o'clock, 14 miles.
Oh, man. Pull the Van Nuys 2 up, Las Vegas, pull you, and the Kepik 3. Go there. There. Good there. There. Always exciting flying the Van Nuys 2, that's for sure. We're going to call clearance up. Clearance, once again, is 118.0. Into arc. Turn on. VHF 1. 118.0. Alright. We're going to go to Las Vegas. We are Excel 288. And yeah. That's that. How does it work? Do we only hear the ATCs and not the other pilots? It's the way that the isolation logic is set up on PilotEdge. There you go. Peter, actually, that's Peter's voice that you were hearing too, Mr. PEPG. So he's the definitive source for all things. Burbank clearance, Excel 288, IFR to Las Vegas. I got caught in the SoCal triangle. Yeah, no kidding.
Excel 288 Burbank clearance, good evening. Clear to Las Vegas McCarran International Airport. Van Nuys 2 departure DACA transition that as filed. Climb via SID, accept maintain 4,000. Departure frequency, correction, expect flight level 31010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 134.2, squawk 1754.
Clear to the Las Vegas McCarran Airport. Van Nuys 2 departure Daggett transition then is filed. Climb via the SID, accept maintain 4,000. Flight level 310 within 10. Departure 134.2, squawk 1754, Excel 288.
Excel 288, read back correct.
4. Climb via the SID, accept maintain
6
4,000.
Mike, frequency change approved and remain below the outer surface Charlie at
Alright.
3,000.
Roger
So-
that. Will remain below 3,000. Thanks for your help. Frequency change approved. Good night. 6 Echo Mike.
45. Close you. Alright, so let's talk about the Van Nuys 1 departure. We're expecting to depart from runway 15, which means on departure, fly heading 210 up to 4,000 feet, because that's what we've been given. And then vectors on to the departure from there. We can generally expect to get vectors to either Lange or Palmdale. Those are the two that I normally expect to receive. But we'll see what they give us from there. We'll definitely not have to fly this full departure. Not that it really matters, because, you know, we're cheating. Yeah. So we'll do that. We got the glare shields. Excuse me. The glare shield set up, 4,000. Let's get the plane all loaded up here. Fuel, load. 48 people on board. All right, we can do that. 12 in the first class. Go with 35 in the back. And then all the rubber dog shit somebody could want. Sure, how about that? Great, we'll be a little front heavy. The edit page, go right there. Still fuel weight, block weight, there we go. We need more fuel. Bring ourselves up to about an hour of extra time. 5 kilos. 5 tons, I should say. Almost always what I end up at. Send the, whoops, bring the load truck, send the fuel truck on its way. On the perf tab, B1's 126, rotate 131, and B2's 146. Transition altitude is going to be 18,000 feet. Thrust reduction at, let's see, 778 feet here, so 2,800 feet. And 2,800 on the acceleration. We're going to go 2 slash up 1.1 on the flaps. Flaps in the trim. We'll flex to 45. And yeah. Yeah. Engine out acceleration 2,800. Great. Okay, that's the takeoff panel. Good. See no reason why we can't continue. So let us get rid of the load sheet here. U for a second. Pop the overhead panel. Master switch on for the APU. Start that sucker up. Just our heat. That's coming online. Close all the doors. Seat belts can come on. Keeping an eye on the APU. APU's coming up. Generator's on. Bleeds can come on now. Start cooling the sucker down. That done, we'll go ahead and disconnect the ground power. Right there. Tell that thing to go away. Now it's just us. Oh, I'm guessing Burbank's information hasn't changed, but we'll go check on that real quick. So myflightroute.com, ATIS player, Burbank.
5, 8. Read back all runway assignments, and hold short instructions. Land and hold short operations in effect. All VFR departures, contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type, initial heading, and requested cruise altitude. Advise on initial contact you have Kilo. Burbank Airport information Kilo. 2253 Zulu. Wind variable at 5. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 1,000. Temperature 39er. 2.5. Altimeter 29er86. Visual approach runway 8 in use. 4 stacks visual approach runway 15 in use. Departing runway 15. 8. Read back all runway assignments, and hold short instructions.
Alright.
And hold short.
Information Kilo, winds variable 5, 10 mile visibility, 39 Celsius, 2986 in the altimeter, and departing runway 15. So 2986. This is going to be a quite density altitude we get to contend with here. Dude, it's fucking hot in SoCal, man. 39 Celsius? No way! I had my jacket on today. Oh, good deal, Bonanza. Why are we talking about the Van Nuys 1 departure? It's the 2 departure now. Did I say 1? I meant to say 2. I was looking at 2. Not that anything has changed. All they did was assign... The only thing they changed, to the best of my knowledge, is they added this box here. Which is hilarious. I mean, I understand why they have to change the number on there, but it's still hilarious that they did all of that work just to add a box that says top altitude is assigned. Bonanza, this is not the new beta. This is 2.4, I believe. I just ran the new beta and it crashed on me as we were coming into Burbank. So I blame the plane. Alright. Yeah, well, we're going to be super early. But whatever. I'm going to request a pushback onto runway 8. Actually, I don't think I need to push onto 8, do I? I think we can get away with staying our ground here. I don't know. We're a lot bigger than those 737s. Yeah, we don't need to push onto 8. All them trucks in. Yeah. Hook me up. Latch me on. The wine is good. All right, lock that sucker on there.
Park brake
Disengage the park brake. And let's get ourselves pushed back. Ignition, start engine number 2. Head looks good. Some lights on down here. Make sure we don't cross them lines. It's gonna be close. I think we're cool. Oh, we good. We so good. Look at that. Maybe overshot just a touch there. Yeah, way overshot a touch. Dear Mr. Pushback truck. Okay, we'll just stop it right there. Catstrator does not know how to drive the pushback truck.
Park brake on. Starting engine 1.
2 engines going here. Music Man, Mr. Dan, it's good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. And yes, that is my homemade wine. Vintage 2013. Giving me the hiccups, too. It's quite delicious. Bringing engine number 1 up. Number 2's already going. Our brake max. Brake fans, come on. Turn the ignition off.
Spoilers arm. Spoilers arm.
Arm the spoilers.
Flaps 1.
2.
Flaps 2.
Flight controls. Full left. Good. Full right. Good. Full back. Good. Forward. Good. Full right. Good. Full left. Good. Centered. Perfect. Flight control check is golden. Head on over to ground. Burbank grounds 123.9er. Enter. Charlie. Squawking Charlie. 754. Good. Tower's going to be 118.7. 9er.
Ready to taxi.
118.7. Good there, good there. North side of the terminal, we have Kilo.
Park brake off.
172 Sarah Papa Palomar ground, say your request. Are you remaining in the powder or are you making VFR for departure?
I think our plane might be a touch large.
To the east, 87 Papa.
Alright, 87 Papa, that transmission was not for you. Number 172 Sierra Papa Palomar ground, say your request. Are you remaining in the pattern or are you making VFR for departure?
I forgot to credit Iced, by the way. The scenery we're running today was made by Iced. Looks really nice.
Or 172 Sierra Papa, runway 24, taxi Alpha.
He done good.
2 Sierra Papa, runway 24 via taxi via Alpha. 2 Sierra Papa.
Uploaded video on YouTube pushing back my Alaska 737 flight on Burbank. Ooh, Mats, I'm going to have to go check that out, buddy.
5 kilo Mike, R40 Junpei, you're at Landmark Aviation, ready to taxi.
Terminal is sticking out more than it should, perhaps. He called. Is she going to respond? Bad nice ground. Excel 288, north side of the terminal with Kilo, ready for taxi.
Baron 625 Kilo Mike, Los Angeles grounds, runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot.
Runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot, burn 5 kilo Mike.
I mean, there's clearance there, just not much.
XL 288, and you said Van Nuys ground, but I think you meant Burbank ground. Runway 15, taxi via the ramp, Alpha, cross runway 8.
Yes, Burbank ground, XL 288. Runway 15, ramp Alpha, cross runway 8, XL 288. All right, Alpha's gonna be up here to our right. Cross this runway here, kick on our strobes for a moment.
6 Echo Mike off at Bravo 2.
For 6 Echo Mike, taxi to parking via Bravo this frequency. Have a great evening.
Taxi via Bravo. Have a good evening.
Ground XL 880 IFR to Vegas.
All right, strobes
XL
will come back off.
880, John Wayne clearance, cleared to Las Vegas from Karen International Airport. Muscle 7 departure, DAGA transition, then as filed. Climb maintain 5,000.
Moving short, push the plane, wingtip no closer to 5 feet in the wall. Dude, that's nuts.
Frequency 127.2, squawk 3067.
The Vegas Muscle 7 DAG's file, maintain 5250 on departures on 27.2, 30.
I think Burbank's a really cool airport. Like, I really like this place. It's got good scenery around here. It's got some pretty fun approaches. The departure is insane. Like, the departure is always nuts coming out of here.
Palomar ground at Alpha. I'm gonna go over to Tower.
Do not need to tell ground you're going to Tower.
Roger, you can't switch on your own to Tower unless otherwise advised by the controller.
20 Papa, okay, thank you.
John ground, good evening, XL 80, request push Alpha.
Oh, damn. 880. He's getting out of there fast, too.
Push on to Alpha approved, tail south. Expect runway 20 right.
Push Alpha, tail south,
Alright, guys, cross our fingers. We don't crash this flight. I flew for hours yesterday and had 0 problems with X-Plane. So I have to assume, like, it's crashed twice tonight. I have to assume there's something weird going on with this, with the 320 beta. I know this one's stable, though. I've spent a lot of time in this particular version of the plane. Turn off landing. Up, nose. APU bleed off. APU comes off. Strobe can go on.
Palomar
Beacons should have been on.
Cessna,
Oops.
November 172 Sierra Papa.
Don't need to say Cessna November.
Runway 24 holding short.
Cessna or November.
Ready for
either
takeoff.
will do.
2 Sierra Papa.
So 172 Papa Palomar Tower.
Yeah.
Right cross.
Sisfails! Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in an eternity.
Wind 230 at 5.
Welcome aboard, buddy.
Two Sierra Papa runway.
Boiler
24,
up
cleared
indeed.
Cleared to take off. 2 Sierra Papa.
5 over the tower. 0.7. Oops. Ba-dunk, ba-dunk. That noise I'm not a big fan of. Tower's 18.7. Departure's going to be 134.2. If I can find a click spot. There we go. Burbank Tower, XL 288, holding short 15. Good.
XL 288, Burbank Tower, wind variable at 5, runway 15, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 15, XL 288. All right, on departure, heading 210 up to 4,000 feet.
XL 880, runway 20 right.
All going to happen very, very fast.
Runway 20 left.
I'll probably end up also holding the speed at 200.
Yes, contact tower, holding short.
There's no reason for us to really speed up until we get cranked around.
20 left in tower, 1 more holding short, XL 80.
Lost tower start here.
Number 877.
This runway is not long. Alright.
We're 8787 Papa, Fox Tower.
50%, everything's stable, let go.
060 at 9 or gust 18.
Power set.
Takeoff power set. Airspeed
Runway
alive.
6, takeoff through gate 7, Papa.
I guess we're kind of light, so we're not really going to have any problems, but this runway always freaks me out.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
German target evening until
Gear up.
880, short 20 left at Lima.
XL 880 John Wayne
Over to
Tower.
210.
20 left, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff. Wind 240 at 6.
Cross 20 left to take up 20 right, sorry, thanks.
XL 288, contact SoCal departure.
SoCal departure, XL 288.
Los Angeles Tower, November 625, Kilo Mike, holding short,
Autopilot
25
1,
left,
cross-check.
Foxtrot, IFR to John Wayne.
Range 625
Pull
kilo.
the power
Los
back.
Angeles Tower, wind
Limit ourselves to
250,
200
runway
knots.
25 left, clear for takeoff.
25 left, clear
Speed
for
check.
takeoff, 5
Flaps
Kilo
1.
Mike.
SoCal departure 134.2. SoCal departure XL 288, 3,400, 4,000.
Cell 288, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain 13,000, clear direct twine intersection, resume the Van Nuys 2 departure.
3,000 direct twine, resume the departure, XL 288. Alright, so let's get ourselves going up there. Open climb mode to 3,000. We'll stay at 200 feet for the time being. Put ourselves to the left, to the right here. For twine. Gonna get us about to twine.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Flap 0. To make the turn here, we will go ahead and pull the speed up to 250. Go manage mode on the speed. Give ourselves at about 1,400 feet per minute. Now we'll do direct twine. Direct to twine there. That'll put us back into lateral managed mode. Give us a course direct to twine. Okay, we're climbing to our accelerated 250 knots, climbing through 6,000 feet, looking for 3,000 and direct twine.
Cell 880,
Alright.
SoCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain
Brake
8,000.
fans can come off. The clock that we always could turn on can now come on. Runway turn off, and taxi lights can come off. Disarm the spoilers.
Disarm.
Open climb mode.
Class 5447, Mr. Caliper.
Up we go. Cross our fingers on this one. Isn't she majestic? I love flying this plane. I really do.
5447 Lima, cleared to the Los Angeles International Airport via Daggett VOR, Presso 3 arrival. Maintain 13,000, expect 15,000, 1 minute.
New set procedure flight 210 heading 4,000 to IC 250 till advised. Interesting.
34.0, squawk 3120.
I don't see the bit about 25 unless it's on the narration. I don't see anything about 250 knots on the SID. Unless I'm missing something there. Keep the climb rate going.
Number 547 Lima, read back correct, hold for release, advise ready for departure. See.
Arc.
Okay, 2 aircraft will that's for 47 Lima. Excel 880. Lost. Request now clear direct COBTOR contact SoCal.
250 knots till advised is the new update. Yeah, I'm looking at the Van Nuys too, though. I'm not actually seeing that. Unless that's coming up.
Number 5447 Lima, hold for release, advise ready for departure this frequency.
Alright, what's that?
Okay, I got 2 people calling all on top of each other. This for 47 Lima right now. Your release for
Interesting.
departure.
Well, that's good to know, Mats. I'm not going to argue with you.
Hold for release, advise
I think you know better than I do about this stuff.
Okay, the other aircraft on, go ahead.
I love flying out of that airport, though. Like, that's super fun to fly out of Slant Alpha. Because there's just so much shit going on.
For 65 kilo, Mike. So, Cal departure.
I'm going to level off here. On 3,000. That's how we've turned way out.
So, departure coming in 13,000.
You know what? When our hobby works, it's really fun. I will say. I have so much fun flight simming.
SoCal approach day request. That is here, paparazzi contact SoCal approach 127.2.
Looking for center. Hey, Drama Tech, welcome aboard, buddy. Flight number 2. Flight number 1 ended with a crash.
XL
Like, not a
contact Los Santos Center 125.27.
125.27 XL 288.
XL 880 contact Los Santos Center 125.65.
527. Oops.
For 625 kilo, Mike, clear direct CLB to VOR with remote navigation.
Los Angeles Center XL 288, flight level 130. Or, sorry, 13,000. We're not flight level 130. What do you think, we're Europe? Traffic. Hello.
XL 288, Los Angeles Center climbing to FL 230.
Flight level 230, XL 288.
XL 880, Los Angeles Center climbing to
Fast
FL
mover,
230.
fast mover. We're going to hold off on it climbing until we
For 625 kilo, Mike, clear direct CLB to VOR with remote navigation.
clear those guys.
Number 544, something you call ready for departure?
I don't think that's a NASA form just yet, but
Number 544,
we're not taking any
ready for
chances.
departure, clearance,
All
but
right.
it's not airborne until 2350 Zulu. Time now 23350 Zulu, report airborne next frequency. Number 173 Sierra Papa.
Well, that's
SoCal
different than
approach,
Mets.
walk
That's
65.
that's what Peter referenced. That's a restriction that's given to you, and not necessarily not one that's published. Crazy Demon D, I'm with you, man. I can't wait for the sound pack too. Oh no, Dramatech! It wasn't a plane crash. It was like a sim crash. Like I was flying, and then the sim just wiped itself out. Yeah, it was nothing nearly as exciting as, oh my god, he ran the plane into the ground. Although I think the only time that I've wrecked my plane on, or no, I've done it twice now. One of 2 times that I wrecked my plane on stream was out of this airport, and the other time was out of John Wayne.
For TCR Papa, I don't need to restate this block a second time once you put it in, or I can see that you put it in. Radar contact 5 miles north of you. Side DOR, report over signal P. For 2 Sierra Papa, radar contact, report over signal P.
Yes, the one out of Burbank was during an I rating. That video's on YouTube. Yeah, that was the I-5. Oops, pull that out. That was during the I-5, rocking the rocking the Embraer 110 turboprop. More traffic.
Cell 288, contact Los Angeles Center 133.55.
133.55, Excel 288. 33.55. Los Angeles Center, Excel 288, flight level 200, flight level 230.
Excel 288, Los Center, Excel 310.
Up to flight level 310, Excel 288.
625 kilometer contact, SoCal approach 127.2.
31,000, there we go. Now we're cruising. Well, we're climbing, but we'll be cruising soon enough. Steve, welcome aboard. Good to see you. The Bandit, I know, man, I love the Bandit. That plane is so hard. That plane is so difficult, but so much fun, man. I love flying the Bandit. Yeah, dude, I wasn't too disappointed about the birthday, the sim on the crash in the birthday party or the birthday bash. That's one of those like, hey, whatever, man. PilotEdge went down. My sim just kind of freaked itself out. We did the whole flight. All that was missing was touching down and taxiing back, but it was a hell of a good time.
Number 625 kilometer with full approach.
Oh, I didn't check this out.
You need to tell me what approach. There's multiple approaches you can do as full approach. For the ILS, the RNAV approach, the DOR.
Oh yeah, now we're talking,
approach.
John. Ties on the big screen. I've had a few friends in the past take pictures of them watching me stream on their big screen TVs. I always get amused by it. You know what we could. You know what we could do. What if? Oh, I don't have any quick way to just make my webcam be the whole thing. We did something like this. Scene 2.
80 is flight level 200 for 230.
Add.
Los Angeles 17, flight level 250.
Hang with me here. Yeah! All right. Now we got 65 inches of me on John's screen.
For 5447 Lima, SoCal departure ident.
Bottoms up. Hey, nice. We also just got transcoding. Good time on that. No luck on the quick sync. Doesn't have onboard graphics. Ah, Bonanza, dude, that sucks, man. All the more reason to upgrade your PC.
Number 172 Sierra Papa. You're currently in violation of restricted airspace 2301 Bravo Charlie there. What are your intentions?
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Can't do that. Can't fly down there.
Okay, right, you can't go to restricted airspace yet. However, turn left heading 250 to exit the airspace.
Alright, how we doing? 270, climbing for 310. Looking good. Got some traffic down there. How low is he? Starting to see those extended DSFs do their work for the first time. This might be the highest that I've gotten since they came out. Looking pretty good.
For 172, you have cleared out airspace. Now you can proceed directly towards that Takeoff beacons on lane.
Busted. That's a NASA form.
Contact Los Angeles Center 126.35.
It happens. It's unfortunate. Usually you're going to hear one or two pilot deviations a night out here. I've heard that. I think I've busted that one a couple of times too. Like, that's just one of those that it happens sometimes. Started filling systems on plane that busted airspaces. Yeah, Suddenly you've lost your tail because you've been shot out of the sky.
Outside 447 Lima, Los Angeles Center, climb and hit 15,000, Ontario, altimeter 2987.
DSF is a frame killer with photo. That's what I hear, man. I think Josh has mentioned that a few times. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to leave the DSF on. I think it looks kind of nice, but it's definitely like, I'm only running like 30 frames right now, and I probably should be 60 plus up here. Have to wait and see. Alright, there's 310. 20 miles till we reach top of descent. Assuming that's going to be 240 Meissen.
Top of descent, sir.
240 Meissen, yes sir. So we should expect some descent instructions here fairly soon. Lots to render, always a cost, yeah I know. It looks nice. Like, it looks super nice, that's for sure. A little hazy today. One of the reasons not to run the HD mesh or any of that stuff. See all the way over past Big Bear. Can we see Big Bear from here? Probably not. Doubt that airport's loaded. He could be right there though. So we chilling. So you guys were asking about the symphony. Let me pull this up here. So I went to see the Meissen at maintain flight level 240, Excel 288. Let's start down now. So 240. Start down in managed mode. So my wife and I yesterday went to see the Boston Symphony Orchestra. Had a really good time with that. They played. They did 3 pieces of music. The first piece here was a piece called "Divisions" by Sebastian Courier. It was a piece that was actually written just for the Seattle Symphony, the Boston Symphony, and like 1 or 2 other. Well, here we go. Seattle, Ludwig. Wait, no, that's not it. The National Orchestra of Belgium, the Boston Symphony Orchestra, and the Seattle Symphony Orchestra. And it was an incredible piece of music. Like, it was just awesome. Divisions by Sebastian Courier. Actually, last night was the first time that Boston has played it publicly, the full piece. So it was the premiere for it. And it was just really neat. Like, it was fun to listen to. Beautiful, like it was good. They had a guest pianist that they brought in for the second piece, and the second piece was Piano Concerto No. 3 in C minor, Opus 37 by Beethoven. I enjoyed it. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I don't like all the like piano stuff. I liked the end of it when everything kind of meshed very well together, when the strings and the brass and everybody and the piano kind of were playing music that sounded like it was, I don't know, like it was an orchestra rather than just a piano player backed by an orchestra. But it was really, like, it was a really, really, really good piece of music, and the pianist was incredible. Like, that guy was working his nuts off. What's the guy's name? I'm sure it's in here somewhere. He's like, I think he's German. Lars Vogt. Larsvogt. Born in the German town of Düren in 1970. A fairly well-known pianist apparently in the world, but he was amazing. Like, he was really good. And then the third piece was just the symphony, and it was Symphony No. 2 in D, Opus 73 by Johannes Brahms, which was really neat. It was a really cool piece of music. It was definitely classical music. But I mean, the show was amazing. I will definitely be going back. It wasn't super expensive. It was like, I think, $110 for the 2 tickets for the night. And we were first balcony, kind of right in the middle. Just awesome seats, awesome sound in there. And I had a good time. So that was my evening last night. That was actually my birthday present to my wife. Her birthday was on September 17th. So I wanted to she had been talking about doing the orchestra stuff, and I wanted to, I like to go see things and do things. Like, buying stuff is okay once in a while, but like, I think it's personally a lot more fun to go places and see things and do stuff than to have things. So it was fun. It was a good time. If you guys ever make it up to Boston, I highly recommend checking it out. It's in an absolutely fantastic part of the city. It's just it's an awesome area to be part of, to be around. Dear Mr. Plane, I think you may have missed the mark on this one.
What do you say, Papa Roger? Contact Darling Tower 119.9.
I don't know, it might get down there. Oh no, it'll be fine. It's gonna do a little dive bomb here, getting to Meissen.
That's not 2 Papa. Contact Darling Tower 119.9.
Biker Dude 9, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Lars Ulrich. No, it wasn't Ulrich. Hang on. No, the dude's name was literally Vogt. Vogt, V-O-G-T. Let's see if we can put this up here. There we go. That's the dude's name right there. My German not so good, but that is definitely not Ulrich. Did I bust out my tuxedo? Nah, man, I wore a shirt and tie. I classed it up a little bit, but I didn't bust out the tuxedo. I don't own a tux. John says a well-rounded flight simmer. Nice to hear a report of the orchestra. Hey, man, we do what we can. I played music when I was in high school. Musician for years. Through middle school and high school, so I definitely have a good appreciation for classical music. The folks that have been here long know that I also am a fan of drum corps. I went to the Drum Corps International Finals back in August, and I try to watch all the drum corps shows that come out here to New England that I can as well. So. Big lover of that.
Contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
125.27, Excel 288. Los Angeles Center, Excel 288, flight level 240.
Excel 288, Los Angeles Center, cross bar and maintain 13,000, Las Vegas altimeter 300.
Bar at maintain 13,000, Excel 288. Alright. So we've already lost our VNAV profile here. We could start back down and catch up to it, but I don't really see the point in it. We'll just start an open descent here momentarily for Clar. 40 miles out. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start it right now. Start that open descent up there.
Excel 633, Los Angeles Center, squawk 4045.
Drama Attack asks, how's the car shopping going? It's going really well. I am going to test drive a Honda HR-V on Sunday, and that's the last car I'm testing. My wife and I tested, last Sunday, we tested a Mazda 3 hatchback. We tested a Mazda CX-3. Really liked the Mazda 3 hatchback, didn't so much like the CX-3. Because I didn't like the CX-3, I don't think I'm going to like the HR-V that I'm testing on Sunday. But then on Tuesday, I think it was, we tested a Mazda CX-5, a small SUV, and I love that car. Like, I fell in love with that thing immediately. So I think it's almost very likely that we're going to end up buying the Mazda CX-5. I basically already have my mind made up, unless the HR-V like blows me out of the water or something. So with any luck, by this time next week, I'll have a new car. That's my goal. Matt, the Minion, middle school, was invited to play there last year, refused. Brahms Symphony 4 is a favorite. Nice, dude. Yeah, dude, it was a good piece of music, that's for sure. Mazda 3 hatchback touring. Nice sys fails. Yeah, I was looking at the Grand Touring for the 3 hatchback. I'll probably end up getting the touring version of the CX-5 though, so I can't afford a $33,000 automobile. Could always ditch the car and use the wonderful Boston subway. Oh my God, Peter, it would take me 3 to 3.5 hours to get to my office via public transportation. I did the public transit for 2 years and it was awful. It was bad. I'll just leave it at that. Mazda 3 Grand Touring, highly recommended, to be honest. I'm super stoked about the Mazda cars. Like, a friend of mine has a Mazda. Hey, we're coming up on the VNAV profile. We'll hit that button right there. That'll get us to Clark 13,000. Yeah, I'm really up on the car. I really enjoyed driving it. And the Mazda's, like, I have a couple friends that have Mazdas. They're pretty happy with them. So I have no issues with driving them. Had to restart again to hear no quick sync. Oh, bummer, dude. Yeah, I saw that message, man. We'll have to get new PCs soon, I guess. So if you get the car you're looking at,
Great Mexico radar contact Ontario. 987.
We tested the one that we tested was a dark gray,
28 miles.
and I really liked the dark gray color. My wife and I both have black cars right now. I have a black two-door Honda Civic. She has a black two-door Solara, or Toyota Solara. And I like the black cars, but I'm not sold on having another one. They get too hot in the summertime. They look terrible around here in the wintertime because of all the salt and whatnot.
Los Angeles across the car, maintain 3,000, Las Vegas altimeter 3002.
Car 13,000, so.
Disregard that. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll probably get dark gray or, I don't know. That's the only real color that I like from them. Insurance was cheaper than going to be for the Hondas. Interesting. I don't know. Insurance is weird. I used to work for an insurance company. Radical Ritz 66. Welcome aboard. Check out the Dodge Durango. I don't think so. Gunmetal gray.
Romeo 34601, SoCal approach safe.
Yeah, drama. Like I said, I've had a black car for 8 years now, and it gets quite toasty in the summertime.
34691 cleared to Canab Airport as filed. Maintain 6,000. Expect 11,000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.27. Squawk 7110.
We got here 2 guys behind us. One guy's in a PC-12, so he's not going to matter. So 1 guy behind us, 1 guy coming in on the other side, Tyler from Phoenix. The frame rate's still only 30. That seems incorrect. And I'm noticing that my entire system seems to be running a little bit on the choppy side. So
when are you going to be ready for departure?
I think something may have gotten a little hosed with my PC.
We have to do 467 to release for departure. Clearance for
it's alright though. It's my last flight tonight.
0015 Zulu time now.
John Fly asked what am I sipping? I'm sipping a homemade Petite Syrah. My wife and I make wine, so this was our wine from 2014. Mr. Lumberhacks! Brendan, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Should get dark blue or red.
Las Vegas approach 125.02.
125.02, Excel 288. .02. And let's do this.
Check density altitude 2.3. Altimeter 3002. Visual approach runway 19er left 19er right to 5 left in use. Departing runway 19er left. 19er right. To 5 right. Read back all runway assignments, and hold short instructions. All VFR departures, contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type, initial heading, and requested cruise altitude. Operate transponder with mode C on all taxiways and runways. Advise on initial contact you have Charlie. McCarran International Airport information Charlie.
02.
56 Zulu. Wind 090 at 4. Visibility 10.
Las Vegas approach, Excel 288, is 13,000 with Charlie at Vegas.
Excel 288, Las Vegas approach, so Las Vegas altimeter 3002. Expect to visual approach runway 25 left descend via to KBUR arrival.
02, descend via the KPEC 3 arrival, we'll expect the visual 25 left, Excel 288. Alright, so the KPEC 3 arrival.
Excel 633, contact Los Angeles Center 124.85.
KPEC 3 arrival is going to take us down to 8,000 feet at the floor. 8,000 feet and 170 knots. Our first altitude restriction is KPEC at 13,000. Then Ipumi at 11,000 and 230 knots. Nipso at 9,000. Sunst at 8,210 knots. Kimi 8,210 knots. And then Chips at 8,170 knots. So we're at 13,000 feet right now. We can go ahead and set our altitude all the way down to 8,000 feet, like so. We will push this button in for altitude for hold mode.
3002.
Oh man, I missed the 250 restriction here. So we'll push the button in, which will put us into managed descent mode. That's going to keep us on the altitude restriction right now of 13,000 feet. We will manually decelerate to 250 knots because we should have already done that. Oops. But this plane doesn't actually control your speed when it's coming down on a VNAV arrival, or coming down on an RNAV arrival. Epic 3 flies right over your house. Nice, dude. Huggy, welcome aboard. Good to see you.
Excel 288, say your airspeed.
Excel 288's 290 descending for decelerating to 250.
Excel 288.
Here we go.
I think you know the mistake there. It doesn't make a difference this time, but when a lot of you are in the pack, I do need a 250 at Clark.
Apologies for that.
Now,
yeah, he wouldn't have
noticed it until you mentioned it on the street.
I was just gonna say. Yeah. I was just gonna say he wasn't gonna notice anything until I said something. I could have blasted through that entire thing at 300 knots. He'd been like, "Oh, what's going on here?" But I have to get yelled at on stream at least once, so thanks, Peter. You're a champ. Turning into Ipumi. Ipumi is going to be 230 knots at 11,000 feet. We'll notice the plane will start descending now. That's good. Bring the speed back to 230 knots. Peter with the dad jokes. Yeah, I figured as much, Peter. I'm usually really, really, really good about that Clara arrival, too. It's just, I don't know. I missed it this time. Alright, so the Vegas airport's likely going to be next. We get that ready to go. 119.9er.
KLAS contact Las Vegas approach 125.0.
Las Vegas approach, good. Excel 880, level 13,000 with Charlie.
KLAS Las Vegas approach, effective visual approach runway 25 left, Las Vegas altimeter 3.
Yeah, sorry, Peter.
I
was busy.
For 3 frame magnetic radar service terminated, contact on Money Tower getting.
11,000 feet. Ipumi at 11,000. Not sure why the VNAV profile's continuing to go down, but that dot would be very much incorrect right now. Interesting. So it's got the altitude constraint of 11,000 feet, but it still wants to keep going down, which means that it's probably going to dive bomb here as soon as we cross Ipumi.
You're on the Cresso arrival, you appear to be on the Clara arrival.
I figured you'd be all right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the red. I don't like red cars. It's not my thing. The dark blue for Mazda, my wife and I aren't really the biggest fan of that. Like, black's okay, white's okay, but the gray, the dark gray is probably the one I'm most inclined to go with. All right, here's the field. We'll call it here once we pass through this little cloud bank. Nipso 9,000. After that's going to be 8,000 and 210 at Sunst. From 10,000 feet, pick on our lights.
Cell 633, contact Las Vegas approach 133.905.
Vegas approach, Excel 288 has the field.
Plus 47 Lima, Roger, you should be on the Cresso arrival. You're cleared via the Cresso arrival on your departure.
Simbones asked if these controllers work on VATSIM as well. I think there might be one or two controllers on PE that also do some controlling on VATSIM. But for the most part, these controllers are all paid. So for the most part, if they're controlling, they're going to do it here because they're making money. But I know at least 2 active controllers, or at least 2 controllers on PE. I don't know how active they are, but 2 controllers on PE that will do VATSIM from time to time. Yeah, I mean the red mod, dude, the red looks fantastic. It's just not me.
Las Vegas approach, retrospect visual approach from a 25 left and then maintain 8.
210 knots is next. That'll be at Sunset. Sunset? I always call it Sunst, but I think I've heard people say Sunset. Here's the
Cell
field.
288, contact Las Vegas approach 135.0.
135.0, cell 288. 5 0 19 299 are in over here. Las Vegas approach, Excel 288, 8,500, Epic 3.
Cell 288, Las Vegas approach, Las Vegas airport, 9 o'clock, 4 miles port in sight.
With a field in sight, Excel 288.
Cell 288, cleared visual up to 25 left.
Clear for the visual approach from my 25 left, Excel 288. Alright, down to the FMC. Go to the perf tab. Approach phase, activate the approach phase.
Activated.
Go to manage speed mode by pushing that button in right there. We're going to go ahead and set our altitude for something a little lower. Go for 5,000. And we will open that speed mode up. Alright. So the plane's going down to green dot speed now. We're going to let it go ahead and decelerate to 210 and then descend down to 5,000 feet. Goal is to get out here to about Shand or so, and then we'll make our turn towards base. We turn off the nose lights. Beat the flight attendants, let them know we're going to be landing soon. Go with auto brakes to low. Brake fans can come on. Arm the ground spoilers. Terrain on. Well, we don't need terrain. We can't use terrain right now because we're in nav. Nav mode here. We've also turned on the ILS to use that as guidance as well. So usually these are about the time that we can these power lines here.
Contact Las Vegas approach 135.0.
Power lines here about the time that we can make our base turn. That's about Shan.
Good afternoon, Las Vegas approach Excel 633, level 8 down.
Cell 633, Las Vegas approach to maintain 7,000, fly heading 270.
270 on the heading down to 7,000, 633.
Some other traffic out there. Mr. Flight Satech himself. Get a beam Shand. Go ahead and make our turn to base.
Romeo Alpha 34601, SoCal departure ident. For 55 Vic Mike, ready to service terminus, squawk VFR, frequency change approved. G'day. Excel 633, traffic, you're following the company A320, currently at your 11 o'clock 15 miles, turning northbound at 6,000, important site.
Up the ILS
Call
here.
the traffic negative for now. 633.
Excel 633, roger. Also, if you get the airport, currently 12 o'clock and 24 miles.
Alright, so there's the field. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and take
the
it.
airport in sight for 633.
Excel 633, roger. 210 knots or left
Speed
until
check.
a 5 mile final.
Flaps
Cleared
1.
visual approximately 25 left. Now I'm going to be separation with him.
Go the flaps. Peter's going to be very
We'll
upset
keep
with
it
the fact that I
210
just
below,
dropped my speed again.
Until at 5 DME and cleared for the visual 25 left, 633.
Excel 288, contacts tower 119 at point 9 or g'day.
19-9 or 288. Take care.
Excel 880, descend and maintain 8,000.
Radar vectors to Quang. You will remain on runway heading until you receive radar vectors to Quang. And the squawk is 2033. 2033.
Fill the flight director now.
Okay, well, trying to read it back. It's clear to
Roll
sound
out here,
one
line
clear.
up.
Runway heading into radar vector to Quinn, and then after that would be S-file to 3000. Expect 5000 after 10 minutes after departure. Frequency 125.4 and squawk 2033.
Okay, we're going to
Same
say flaps
Delta
1
Sierra,
until we are
feedback
2000 AGL.
That's the
you,
2
Delta
Sierra
Sierra.
Papa. Exit the left on hotel. Taxi to Barca via Alpha. Remain this frequency. Good day.
20 Papa. Taxi, make a left turn off of on hotel and taxi via Alpha and stay on this frequency 20 Papa. Thank you very much.
This is the 8 Mike Echo. Taxi to Barca via Alpha. This frequency. Have a great evening.
Via Alpha to parking, 8 Mike Echo. Thanks a lot.
Vegas Tower, XL 288, visual 25 left.
XL 288, Las Vegas Tower. Good evening. Wind 070 at 4. Runway 25 left. Clear to land.
Clear to land
Radio
25 left,
altimeter
XL
alive.
288.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Flaps down to 2.
Gear down.
Gear can come down. As soon as we got 3 green on the gear.
738 Kilo Golf, 50, gate 59 South Complex. We're ready for takeoff, taxi, and we have the numbers.
Sure why my GPWS ain't working, but
Boeing 738 Kilo Golf.
Such as
Los
it is.
Angeles grounds. Runway 25 right. Taxi
1, 2,
via
3.
Charlie 7
checked.
Bravo.
Flaps to full.
Speed checked. Flaps
Charlie,
full.
Charlie 7 Bravo to runway 25 right, Boeing 738 Kilo Golf.
Close ourselves up here a little bit. Get that speed down. And we are hitting our approach speed at about 1,000 feet AGL, which is pretty much what I'm after. So I got 1 white, 3
1,000.
red. We'll go ahead and take the auto throttle off. My throttle, my plane. Quick check here. Gears down, 3 green, flaps are down. Runway is in sight. Runway is clear. Clearance has been received. We're landing. How about lights on? Yeah. A little on the high side. We can fix that.
500.
500
400.
worked.
300.
above.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Long landing.
Decel. Spoilers full. Reverse green.
Reversers out. Spoilers out. Decel. Keep it lined up here. Manual
7
braking.
knots.
And Las Vegas Tower, XL 633 on the visual 25 left approach.
Yeah, they didn't like that.
633 Las Vegas Tower, wind 0704.
I didn't think it was that
25
bad.
left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 25 left, XL 633.
Flaps 3.
XL
Flaps
288,
1.
cross
Flaps
runway
0.
25 right at Alpha 6, contact ground point 1.
Cross 25 right at Alpha 6, ground point 1, XL 288. 21.1. Las Vegas ground, XL 288, clear Alpha 6, or clear 25 right at Alpha 6, looking for Delta gates.
XL 288, Las Vegas ground, taxi to Delta Gates via Bravo, Charlie 5 for Charlie.
Delta gates Bravo, Charlie 5, Charlie, XL 288. Alright, turn off lights, can stay on, landing lights come off, nose light over to taxi.
73 Delta Sierra, transient
Master
park,
switch on the APU can
request
come on,
taxi
strobe can come off.
with go.
Quick little after takeoff here, brake fans off, auto brakes are off, here come off. Spoilers are disengaged, flaps are up. Charlie 5 is going to be up quite a bit further. It's Tyler coming in approach.
There's 373 Delta Sierra, Santa Barbara grounds, Roy 25, taxi via Charlie, Juliet.
You gonna make it? Take you a little high.
Las Vegas Tower, good evening, XL 880, visual 25 left.
XL 880, Las Vegas Tower. Traffic, company 737 just
Oh
over the
man, look at
numbers,
that.
25 left,
Oh.
land and wind variable at, actually, wind 0704.
Good lane, 25 left, thank you.
Santa Barbara ground, 372 Delta Sierra, taxi runway 25 via Charlie and Juliet.
I believe Keith Smith would call that a spirited approach. Oh shit.
Los Angeles Tower,
That's too
Boeing
funny.
738 Kilo Golf, holding short runway 25 right at Bravo. We're ready for takeoff.
I'm looking at that, I'm like, man, he's coming in real fast. Delta, I think, is sitting on my gate, is he?
Boeing 738 Kilo Golf, Los
Yeah, he
Angeles
is.
Tower, wind 26012, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, come off. You can come
Runway
off.
25 right, we're cleared for
Go
takeoff,
on.
Boeing 738 Kilo Golf.
Engage the auto gate. Oh, too far. We can fix that. There we go. Good old reversers.
Park
Exactly
brake
what they're
on.
meant for. Alright, park brakes on. APU is good to go. 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas International Airport. A Las Vegas McCarran International Airport. Completely uneventful flight. Nothing bad happened. That was not a smoldering pile of wreckage out there on the runway as we were taxiing in. Yeah, you can't rewind, but you'll be able to check the VOD out for that. Mr. Sanford, welcome aboard. You caught the very end of the stream here, buddy. You are totally late. We're gonna watch Ben here land, and then go check out my own landing, which got booed. Keith says, check my failures. Okay. Where might you find the Excel livery for the A320? I don't know if they've...
Santa Barbara Tower, Cirrus 373 Delta Sierra, holding short runway 25, ready for departure.
Ben? I think you forgot to put your gear out, buddy.
Boeing 8 Kilo Golf, circuit departure.
Did that just happen?
Order departure, Boeing 738 Kilo Golf.
Cirrus 373 Delta Sierra, Santa Barbara Tower. Wind 220 at 5, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
I think it's possible
Runway
that
25,
just
clear for
happened.
takeoff, 3 Delta Sierra.
He ain't moving.
XL 880 exit right on Alpha 5, cross runway 25 right. And taxi at gate via Bravo 5 Charlie, monitor ground point 1 on the other side.
Wait.
5 right, Charlie parking accelerated.
He sounded super frantic too. Oh man. Okay. That was incredible. I've not ever seen 2 Excel guys crash coming into Vegas, much less 1. Or 1, much less 2. So, I mean, what can we say there? Like, that was number 1 Excel landing. Mr. Ty Shuff here. Let's take a look at that landing.
Disconnected.
Well, that ending made it all worthwhile.
Flaps
50,
speed,
500.
Speed.
Keep in mind the spoilers aren't going to work quite right on this. Uh,
400. 300.
that is not the closest runway.
200.
Neither is that. I mean, it looks real nice, don't get me wrong.
100.
Yeah. Oh, mother son of a...
50. 40. 30.
Oh, man. Oh, dude,
40,
look at this.
100.
Speed.
Look at this captain and the way he overflares this plane way too goddamn early.
50,
So there's the threshold.
40, 30.
Yeah.
20.
There's the flare. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. I believe I can fly. Ooh, that was a terrible landing. Absolutely awful.
30, 40, 100.
Speed.
50, 40, 30. 20.
Oh yeah, float it, and then bounce it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Excel in Las Vegas. That was the best landing of the night. Hey, Squirrel, it's good to see you, man. You also just joined at the end of the damn stream. Simbones, welcome aboard. So yeah, anyway, welcome to Las Vegas. It's been a night. It's been there. What the hell? What was better about that one? Why did they like that one?
Flaps 2. Flaps 0. Flaps
Anyway.
0.
It's been a hell of a night. It's been a good time. Definitely won't be back this weekend. I got way too much stuff going on to stream this weekend. I will for sure be back on Monday, unless I've decided to buy a car. So, that being said, I think Mr. Josh Gibbs is coming up next. I think Mr. Josh Gibbs is coming up next tonight. I'm gonna leave the reins to somebody, either him or Chevy or somebody. Not sure I can. Yeah, okay. Oh, Keith says check my failures. Okay.
Park brake on.
Replayed mode. And failures. According to the failures, everything is fine, nothing is broken. Whatever you tried to fail on me, Keith, didn't work. Sorry, dude. Can't fail the Airbus. All right, guys, have a good night. Check out Josh Gibbs. Otherwise, we'll see you here on Monday, hopefully. Enjoy your weekend. Need some tunage. Get us out of here. Music. Where'd my music go? There we go. Yeah. Good night, guys.